So we are reading from the book The Modern Mission of Srila Prabhupada by His Holiness Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. And so before starting, we will offer our humble prayers. Om Agyanati Gramasi Gyananjana Shalakya Chakshutamritam Yam Tasmai Shri Gurave Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namne Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namne Namaste Saraswati Devi Paschatya Veshadar Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Mukam Kalti Vachalam Mangalam Gayati Giri Mukha Padma Vande Shri Guru Nirvaranam Paramanandam Yasya Devi Parabhakti Yatha Devi Tatha Tasyate Katatahi Artha Prakashnante Mahatma Vedora Chandraya Adipaya Tare Krishna Bhakta Bhaktaya Namo Namaha Pakisha Yasya Udani Lakshmi Yasya Pakshasi Yasya Aste Hriday Samrit Yonta Pravish Gundvasima Sattam Sanjeevayat Akilashat Dharaspadamna Annam Chashashta Charana Shravana Prabhavi Prana Namo Bhagavate Purushaya Guru Harivanya Krishna Chitto Vichinto Paritaka Kriya Samsara Prabhu Bhajana Swabha Machin Samsashu Vijay Kasu Vijatindra. Okay. So from the book, we are reading from page number 490. So kindly note, those who are following the book, is 490, recognition. Chapter is Indicators of Success. This is chapter 1 of part 4, Srila Prabhupada's Success. Recognition. In 1977, intense opposition peaked with devotees being indicted on charges of attempted extortion and illegal imprisonment. Newspapers stoked the frenzy with allegations of kidnapping, brainwashing, and other fabrications. In a landmark New York Supreme Court judgment, Justice John J. Leahy threw out all charges and affirmed, quote, the Hare Krishna movement is a bona fide religion with roots in India that go back thousands of years, unquote. Rebol. When informed of this, Srila Prabhupada commented, quote, so my mission is now successful. In 1965, I went there, and this is now recognized after 12 years, unquote. Reference 2160, conversation 20th March 1977. One consequence of this case was that many lawyers, scholars, and intellectuals rallied in defense of the devotees. Srila Prabhupada understood that the recognition of such a prominent people was another sign of success of his endeavors. Reference 2161. See discussion of the booklet, The Krishna Consciousness Movement is authorized in court authorized movement, and also see praise by authors. Page 233. Murari Krishna Prabhu, can you please read? Is it okay? You can read. Hare Krishna. Prabhu, can you hear me? I don't know. Maybe he has sent a message. Listening mode only, Prabhu. Okay, no problem. Karthik ji, you can read.
Yes, Raja. Hare Krishna. Quality and quantity. Among Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati's key teachings was the primacy of ontology, seeking the essence, over morphology, external achievements such as erecting buildings and amassing followers. Reference 2162. See Bhakti Vikasa Swami, Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Vaibhav, Volume 1, page 328. substance over form. Although Srila Prabhupada rarely employed these terms in the same way as had his Guru Maharaj, he expressed this teaching in other terms. For instance, by warning about acquiring big buildings, reference 2163, see big buildings, and by emphasizing quality over quantity while not neglecting the morphology, reference 2164, see example finances and accounts. Certainly, as an agent of the most munificent diamond seller, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, reference 2165, see Chaitanya Charitamrit, Madhya Leela, 17th chapter, 145th text. Srila Prabhupada wanted that everybody get the supreme wealth of pure love of Krishna. He sacrificed everything to spread Krishna consciousness widely. Yet, he did not want cheap popularity. Reference 2166. Example letter 23rd December 1967. And he warned against cheap gurus. Reference 2167. Example letter dated 21st August 1968. He was not prepared to compromise basic standards for the sake of mass recruitment. As an example, Siddha Swarupananda Goswami, one of Srila Prabhupada's most charismatic disciples, promoted quantity over quality, preaching stratagems that brought considerably more people to Krishna consciousness than did the standard ISKCON approach. However, Srila Prabhupada was not very satisfied with Siddha Swarupananda Goswami and his followers, and over several years attempted to rectify them. Reference 2168, see Siddha Swarupananda and followers.
Volume 3, page 258.
Okay. Similarly, the Road Show was an innovative rock opera performed by devotees, which had the potential to bring many new people to Krishna consciousness. But Srila Prabhupada nixed it. Reference 2169, see Road Show. He made it clear that simply to attract many
What is,
followers,
what is meant by Nixon? You know,
I think so, it means stopped it or checked it.
I'm unable to get that. Here. Yes, I'm awaiting it. Next means nothing. Express denial, refusal.
Hmm.
Okay.
He made it clear.
Disapproval.
Ah, yes, brother. He made it clear that simply to attract many followers does not constitute success. You cannot judge a movement simply by the number of its followers. If one man is genuine, then the movement is successful. It is not a question of quantity but quality. Reference 2170, The Science of Self Realization, Chapter 2. Emphasizing quality over quantity, Srila Prabhupada wasn't interested in just acquiring a large number of disciples, but he wanted that they should be surrendered to Lord Krishna. Reference 2171. Mr. Sethi, quoted in the Nartaka Gopala Dasi, Vyas Puja Offering 2019.
Nattak Gopal Mataji is from Lachula. She is also also was serving in ISKCON Miami. I happened to meet Mataji.
Hari Hari.
And one instance is Nattak Gopal Mataji and our spiritual master, His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Raman Maharaj, got the same day they got a Brahman initiation. Both were sitting in the same fire sacrifice
Hari Hari.
in Vrindavan. So when you see in that My Memories book, there is a big picture that Prabhupada is sitting and then doing 5 and Maharaj is sitting somewhere in the corner. That same picture, Nataka Gopal Mataji is also sitting, it seems. Mataji told me.
Hari Hari. Indeed, to factually save even one man is better than bringing many unserious supposed followers. If you can deliver even one man in your life, then you will be doing a great service for Krishna. It is not required to deliver hundreds and hundreds of men, so called. No, if you can train only one man, that's a great service to Krishna. You saved one man from the clutches of Maya. Reference 2172, lecture dated 17 September 1969. Furthermore, one good man can do tremendous good for others. Even if one man understands perfectly what this Krishna consciousness movement is, he can do tremendous benefit to the other people. Reference 2173, conversation dated 25th April 1969. We want a few selected men, not a big crowd. Reference 2174, Tamal Krishna Goswami, TKG's diary, 16th May 1977. Srila Prabhupada stressed, our program is to enlist men with quality for serving Krishna, not attracting the masses for simply watching and going away. Reference 2175, letter dated 25th July 1972. Rather, he instructed, we have to test by the quality of followers. The philosophy you present must be followed by everyone that is wanted. You have got, say, 10,000 followers. That does not mean success. Everyone has some followers. Guru Maharaj Ji has so called followers. TM, which is Transcendental Meditation, also has some followers. But what kind of followers do they have?
You
They,
know who is TM? Transcendental Meditation. Who is that?
I forgot, Prabhuji. I had read about it.
Who is Guru Maharaj Ji here? Who is Prabhupada referring to here? Guru Maharaj Ji has so many so-called followers and TM. Who are these both? Can anybody do it? Does anybody know about them? I don't.
I think when Srila Prabhupada early went to Boston, there was one yogi,
Who is that? That's what.
um,
Who is that?
Mishra ji.
That is there. That is Mishra Ji. Dr. Mishra is there, but that is not. He is not any of these two.
I don't know, Prabhuji.
Uh, I don't know whether somebody knows about them or not. They know it, but his follower is there, very famous now.
Is it Osho?
No, Osho's follower, nobody is famous now. But Guru Maharaj is Bala Yogi. There is one so-called yogi, Bala Yogi. And he is that. And this one is TM is Mahesh Yogi. His follower is Ravi Shankar, Ravi Kankad, that fellow.
Okay. Art of living.
Art of living. No, art, I don't want to say anything. Yeah. And so the point is, this Guru Maharaj Ji belongs to that, and TM is Mahesh Yogi. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Transcendental meditation also has some followers. But what kind of followers do they have? There are many Christians. Up to this day, many millions will come to some Christian fairs. But what is the quality? The quality is they all are meat eaters. But Christian means he should not kill. Where is the Christian? Where is the Christian? So we have to test by the quality of followers. From the very beginning, my strictures are there. You have to follow this quality. If I were to allow, no, you can do like Vivekananda, whatever you like, then the quantity would have been very, very big. But I don't say that. I make him promise before the fire, before the deity, before the guru. One moon is taken into account. Who takes account of millions of stars? We should be quality devotee, not quantity devotee. Reference 2176.
Here, you see, your Prabhupada is saying, no, you can do like Vivekananda, whatever you like, then the quantity would be very. So, one devotee spoke about Vivekananda, he got so much of outrage.
Yes,
He
Raji.
he more or less told that what am I supposed to speak? If I'm not able to bash Vivekananda, then what am I supposed to say? He became famous because of that in one sense. At the
Yes,
same
Raji.
time, he got so much of backlash even from outsiders, even from devotees, but it was good. Opposition is victory, as we read.
Yes, Raji. Reference 2176. Conversation dated 2nd May 1976.
I remember in my early days of Krishna consciousness, I met one English professor who was the ardent chain smoker.
Hmm.
And I told him he was very old fellow, he's 88, 89, and he didn't had his teeth, and he was staying in our house, in my so-called my mother's father's house as a on rental basis, and on rent. And he used to I used to come with tilak. It was new. I was new in Krishna consciousness, but I was not against Vivekananda, but I was not following Vivekananda at all. But he told me one thing which made me to dig deep into what is the life of Vivekananda and all those things. He told me, "Why are you against my smoking? No, you don't know. Ramakrishna and Vivekananda was sharing cigars and they were smoking like anything." That's what he told me. I was just thinking, okay, this is what is where is coming from.
I recently saw a video, Projit, of top leaders of Ramakrishna Mission. They are having dinner or lunch together where every bowl had a meat dish. I was shocked
See,
looking at that.
I will tell you one thing. These are Bengalis, Bengalis. I'm
Yes.
not talking about Prabhupada and all those Bhaktivinoda Thakur. They are different. They are Vaishnavas, but they are Bengalis. Bengali means macho nai, Bengali nai. Macha nai, macho. They want macho. Macho means they need fish and this one. Otherwise, Prabhupada, why he will criticize the chicken mission, murgi mission? Their godfathers used to criticize. It's not new. The godfathers know. Everybody knows. And Prabhupada also told that, that so many things are there. They used to. He's not different. He's a relative of Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur. He's Narendranath Malik. Narendranath Datta is.
Yeah.
Vivekananda's original name is Narendranath Datta.
Yes, Projit.
So they are all actually relatives.
I didn't know that. Hari Hari.
Yeah,
But
Prabhupada said that.
totally
Prabhupada
different.
said this. And this Narendra, Prabhupada said like this. Narendra went to Vivekananda, as Vivekananda, he went to Ramakrishna and got a shock, electric shock. That's what Prabhupada writes in one purport. He doesn't mention the name, he writes in the purport. Gurus, they by touching, they become and they cry, oh, what you have done. You have taken all my energy, all my punya, all my spiritual benefit and all. So this is about all these things.
Hari
So
Hari.
it's a bizarre history, and the thing is, Prabhupada said this guy, uh, he did the most disservice to the Indian Vedic culture. Prabhupada said like such a big, heavy words.
Hari Hari.
Actually, those who hear Prabhupada's lectures, those who hear Prabhupada's morning walks and room conversations will never at all accept that. They may not tell the name in the public, but they will cut like anything pieces about this so-called mission and so-called whatever is happening.
There is one lecture by Guru Maharaj also, Prabhuji. He was speaking, he was bashing all these organizations. And when he mentioned anyone who has spent at least few months in Krishna consciousness goes beyond all these bogus philosophies. He can quickly realize what is bogus and what is genuine.
Yeah.
Very, very.
Yes. Continue.
If we say you do whatever you like, then many people may come and join. But we are not going to say that. Our principle is Better not to have any cow than a disturbing cow. Ekas Chandros Tamo Hanti. Chanakya Pandit. Reference 2177. Lecture dated 17th September 1969. Allen Ginsberg once expressed a doubt regarding the extent to which Krishna consciousness could spread in the West, a doubt that Srila Prabhupada concurred with. Ginsberg: how far can total Krishna devotion spread? How many people can it encompass in a place like America? Or are you intending only to get a few devotees, like several hundred or 1,000, who will be solid and permanent? Srila Prabhupada: yes, that is my program. Because Krishna consciousness is not possible for everyone, a large quantity of people will not be able to grasp it. Understanding Krishna is not a very easy thing. Reference 2178. Conversation dated 12th May 1969. He wanted, quotes, open quote, one moon, quote close. Reference 2179. Prabhuji, there's no reference.
See quote page number 549.
But he also spoke of millions joining our farms. Reference 2180.
Mm,
See page YYY.
no, it is not there here. Mm, no, it's not there. I don't know.
It's not there in the book,
Millions,
Prabhuji.
millions will join our farm. That's what it's not. Millions will join our farms.
Oh.
That is C code page number 549. That is in farms is that. One moon is not that reference is not there. He wanted one moon. There is no reference over here. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
2179, this reference is given, but there is nothing like that in here. 2158, see page number, here it is given. See code page number 549. I don't know why how it
Okay.
came here. There's a mistake. Maybe you have to check. Yes, bro. Okay.
But he also spoke of millions joining our farms and wanted to recruit huge number of preachers. We require many men, hundreds and thousands, to make this propaganda all over the world. We want an unlimited number. It is such an important movement. Reference 2181. Conversation dated 9th September 1972. In accord with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's
Mhm. Sorry?
Chaitanya Charitamrit Adi Leela 7th chapter 38th verse text. Srila Prabhupada's aim was to preach Krishna consciousness as widely and quickly as possible while maintaining the essence. We must try to catch the attention of as many people as possible so that some may come and hear us and be benefited. Reference 2183, letter dated 6th March 1968. And to somehow engage everyone in Krishna consciousness. Swalpam apiyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, 40th verse. Anyone who gives some service to Krishna consciousness movement will make progress. Therefore, I am trying to engage everyone in this movement some way or other. Reference 2184, conversation dated 6th July 1977. Clearly, Srila Prabhupada wanted both quality and quantity. His main aim was to promote cultivation of the most basic and central principles of all, as given in Shastra and by the previous acharyas, to always think of Krishna and never forget him. Smartavyah satatam. Reference 2185, Padma Puran, Chaitanya Charitamrit, Madhya Leela, 22nd chapter, 113th, full verse. For full verse, CPY.
No, it's not there.
or to at least cultivate pure devotional service, Anyabhilashita Shunya Bhakti. Reference 2186. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.1.11 for full verse. See, but he knew that this cannot be mandated because most people are far from Krishna consciousness, and even most devotees in this world struggle to make progress. Krishna came to preach Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mam Ekam, Bhagavad Gita 18th chapter 66th verse. And did everybody do so? No. So that you cannot expect. Because it is so sublime, it is not possible. But if one or two men accept, then you are successful. Reference 2187. Conversation dated 8th December 1973. It is difficult to bring many people to Krishna consciousness, but if even one seriously understands this science, there is hope that he will bring many more. If one person can understand this Krishna consciousness science, in future there is hope that he can convince many others to this knowledge of Krishna consciousness. Although it is very difficult, Manushyanam Sahasreshu, Bhagavad Gita 7th chapter 3rd verse, reference 2188, lecture dated 17th September 1969. Realistically, perceiving that not everyone will take wholeheartedly to devotional service, Srila Prabhupada promoted massive propagation of Krishna consciousness to the general public via book distribution, festivals, and so on, which gave many people a first impression of Krishna consciousness and a chance to go further in the future. Regarding book distribution, Srila Prabhupada instructed one may approach any person and induce him to read Krishna literature so that in the future he also may become a devotee. Reference 2189, Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 2nd chapter, 37th purport. The, the more such literatures are read and distributed, it will cause auspiciousness in the world. Reference 2190, letter dated 26 March 1972. By introducing devotional farm communities, Srila Prabhupada wanted to accommodate persons who are willing to work for Krishna and practice devotional service at some level, yet are not ready to fully take the ideal of pure devotional service. The general principle is that if you can engage anyone in Krishna consciousness, that is good. That is also said in the Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu. Yena tena prakarena mana Krishna niveshayat. Reference 2191, lecture dated 29th November 1968. In summary, although ISKCON's central purpose is to practice and promulgate full bhakti, it also accommodates partial bhakti, which is better than no bhakti and can be a stepping stone to full bhakti.
Okay, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you very much. Uh, Shamsuru Prabhu, you can continue, please.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. A house in which the whole world can live. When informed that an astrologer had stated that he, Srila Prabhupada, can make a house in which the whole world can live peacefully, Srila Prabhupada affirmed, quote, "At least I desire so." Reference 2192, conversation 1st July 1975. However, that there are terms and conditions for living in that house is apparent from the following anecdote recalled by Gopalakrishna Goswami. One day, Srila Prabhupada called me at 1 a.m. He had written an advertisement on a small piece of paper. Quote, "Invitation to everybody in India to come and live with us, like us." Unquote. Srila Prabhupada wanted it placed in all the newspapers of India and on billboards everywhere, inviting homeless people to live with us like us. I asked Srila Prabhupada how we are going to maintain everybody if they come. Quote, where are the facilities? Unquote. To which Srila Prabhupada replied, quote, the catch is in the words, like us, which means come and act like we act, follow the rules, the regulative principles, and so on. Unquote. Reference 2193, Gopala Krishna Goswami in Prabhupada Memories, Volume 72. A similar lesson is derived from the following exchange about uplifting the massive Harijana population of India. Reference 2194. Harijana, literally a person of God, was a misnomer applied by Mahatma Gandhi to the lowest strata of Indian society. Srila Prabhupada will make everything nice. And if they want to eat hog's flesh and wine and at the same time become Harijanas, that is not possible. Kamala Krishna. So there are certain stipulations to our taking responsibility for the 100 million Harijanas. Srila Prabhupada. Oh, yes, we can take them. Why 100 million? We can take the whole universe. The method is simple. Follow Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and speak Bhagavad Gita. Where is the difficulty? Why 100 million? We can take the whole universe provided they are prepared. The difficulty is that you can preach a nice thing, but they will not accept. Reference 2195, Conversation 15 April 1977. Analogies.
Just
Yes, Prabhu.
I just wanted to tell something about these Harijanas and all those things. Uh, there is one guy, you know, he's very famous nowadays. Nowadays means he's famous. He's a young chap. He's an Ambedkarite. He is on Facebook and all those things. He is mocks and he is against this Brahmanism, you know, Brahmin culture and all those things. He's a young guy, young guy in anything. And he's fluent in English and he's an Ambedkarite and a Periyar follower, ardent, pakka. And he speaks very fluently and he bashes Brahminical culture, Vedic culture, this Shudra, Harijana, like anything. And sometime when I was thinking, you know, but these are gone cases. These are pure leftists. I mean, pure communists. Like, you know, like that. So there are so many people like that. So many youngsters. I remember by distributing books in Hyderabad. One guy, one small boy. He's just in his teenage. His father left him for you know, for reading each and every book, and he got attracted by Marxism. And you know, he's just 19 years old at that time when I was distributing books. He said, I like Marxism like anything, and I don't like this. I don't like this specifically this Bhagavad Gita. And he's gone on and on and on and on and on. And there are so many educated people in JNU, in Delhi University, in Hyderabad University, and in Periyar University, and in IIT. There is an organization called Nirmukta. You know, there is an organization called Nirmukta where they are called as free thinkers. I don't know whether somebody knows it, this one or not. They are like they take the Sanskrit word nirmukta, like, you know, freedom, and they go to these big universities and they're having much more followers and they are having a top notch. There's all these, they bash everybody, Christians, Muslims, Hindus, but they target more on Vedic culture, Brahmanism, all these orthodox sentiments and all those things. But none of what it was actually good. Why I'm saying all these things, because Guru Maharaj wanted to have a conversation with His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Maharaj wanted to have a conversation or a talk with this Nirmukta guy, specifically Nirmukta. You can type Nirmukta organization. You can very well know these people. I don't know whether you came across these people in our day-to-day life or not. I came across so many, at least in Hyderabad, in Chennai, in Coimbatore, in Salem. We have come across all these people every time and now. Nowadays, they became elite crowd, but they are people. And actually, our big preachers, they should do all this. They should crack
Mm.
down on all these.
They should target them actually.
They should target
Mm.
them. They should bring them down on their knees, and then they should do propaganda against them. That we are not doing that. We are so lag behind in all these things. Actually, this is a very big preaching. This one, preaching those people, Ambedkarites, communists, leftists, and these all people, the Indologists. They are not doing anything about all these things. Nonsense. Indologist is a very big. It's another big thing. So from Harijanas, I just remember so many things. Okay, Prabhu. Wait.
Yes, Prabhu. Nirmuktas, I'm hearing for the first time, but I know many educated people who follow this atheism
You know,
very
you,
well.
do- you
I
go
have
to you go to a
encountered
website called Free Thinkers, Free Thinkers
free
Club.
thinkers. Okay.
There is a club called Free Thinkers Club.
Mm-hmm.
In every IIT, in every big university, specifically there is a lady called Ranganayakama. I don't know whether somebody heard of it or not. She wrote a book called Ramayana, the Poison Tree.
Oh.
Yeah, she wrote a book called Ramayanam Vishavriksham. This is a particular Telugu book. It's a Telugu. She's from Brahmin. See, you get all the communist leftists, all these people. Their forefathers were ardent Brahmins.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Periyar? He's a Telugu Brahmin. No, they are coming from Brahminical, so-called Brahminical family. All these people.
Mm-hmm.
So my point is that these people they are all Brahmins. They only spread this. They are the first people. Of course, Kali Yuga. This is there. We can accept the Kali Yuga. The head is first Sringi Rishi. It came. Prabhupada writes in Bhagavatam in the first canto. For the end chapters,
Mm-hmm.
the end chapters of Bhagavatam, where Parikshit Maharaj was cursed. So that's right. But you see how it goes. But we are not doing all these things. There is one devotee in Salem, Jagan Prabhu, I think, Jagan Mohan Prabhu. He did a whole research and during COVID, and he made a whole systematic approach how to crack down on these atheists because belt of atheists in Tamil Nadu. Am I right?
Yes,
Shamsunda
Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Yes,
Yeah.
Prabhu.
And I had an open experience of me in E-Road, which is the belt of atheism, the Periyar followers. With Periyar
Mm-hmm.
followers, I had a knock-to-knock, head-on collision with Periyar followers. I was distributing books peacefully in E-Road train,
Mm-hmm.
and these guys, a group of people, there is one Mataji also was there. All these, they are atheists, and they called me from far. Hey, Same.
Mm-hmm.
Bada day, and he called me
Oh.
like that. They mock like
Mm-hmm.
anything. And
Mm-hmm.
they said to me that, Eda, what you are selling? What you are selling? What is this? This is Bhagavad Gita. Arey mottale, உங்களுக்கு பெரியார் தெரியுமா? Actually, he didn't know that I know Tamil. He is a Periyar.
Mm-hmm.
Then I knew little bit Tamil at that time. He said, you know Periyar?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who is Periyar. I said like that openly. See,
Mm-hmm.
this is one of the ways to insult somebody. You say that I don't know who is Periyar. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Periyar தெரியாதா? I used to speak in Tamil, so he thought that I knew Periyar. Huh? Periyar, I don't know Periyar. Who is he? He said, if you don't know Periyar, you are a big muttal. Muttal means you are a big fool. He said,
Mm-hmm.
there are at least 7, 8 people, and I was alone with the books. And you know what he said? What I said? Can you imagine what I said? Because I don't know from where I got the guts. I said, if you know Periyar, you are the biggest fool. I said,
Oh.
and it became a big
Well
outrage.
said, bro.
And it's not only big outrage. It became in such a way that they wanted to throw me out of the train in such a way, but somehow
Mm-hmm.
people were there. They said, and hey, then the conversation became big, and finally one fellow bought the book. That is the whole thing.
Oh, oh, that is
I
successful.
told him, if you want to know more, then you read this book, Bhagavad Gita. You should know about your enemy. At that time, we used to say, see, your
Mm-hmm.
enemy is Krishna, Bhagavad Gita, caste system. All these things. This is there in Bhagavad Gita. Why don't you take and read? This is your enemy is writing your book. You read. In that way, I gave
Mm-hmm.
one Bhagavad Gita. I remember I gave one Bhagavatam set to a lawyer who is a Periyar follower in one place. I don't know. I think in Mallargudi. I think Mallargudi or
Okay.
this
Mm-hmm.
not Mallargudi. What is this place where Ramco has this place? What is this? Uh, some Ramco has this one. No? Ramco Cements and all this in Sriram Group. Sriram Group. There is they all people
I
were
don't
there.
know,
There are
Prabhu.
20 people staying in Tamil Nadu. I forgot the name. Rajapalayam. Rajapalayam.
Rajapalayam. Okay, okay.
Rajapalayam. I remember, and the Tarun Krishna, the Toshan Krishna Prabhu was there with me, and we have that photo still now.
Mm-hmm.
It was very, it is adventurous when you be in Tamil Nadu and some parts of Andhra and Kerala. Oh, Kerala, you get everywhere like that. Everywhere.
Mm.
Actually, we are, we have to systematically, not that, somebody comes and then says, that's fine. That is okay. Sometimes it is not okay, but systematically we have to do that. That you're not doing, that Islamic people are doing. They systematic, they again
Yes.
and again, they don't leave. Every time and now Islam, some other Islamic fellow will tell, we don't believe in constitution, we believe in Sharia, we believe in Quran. But none of our devotees have guts to say, we don't believe in constitution, we believe in Bhagavad Gita. Can anybody say? Can our devotees say? You don't believe in constitution, believe in Bhagavad Gita. Can anybody say like that? Oh,
Nobody
outrage
has
will
guts,
come.
Prabhu.
From our
Mm.
devotee circle will come. First, our devotees will say, how
Yes,
dare
yes,
you say
yes.
like that?
At
You know?
least their community, they'll have people to back them if someone says like that.
Yeah,
But
I will tell you,
will not get support from.
if I say our own God brothers will say, why are you saying, Prabhu? You should not
Mm-hmm.
say all these things. Be careful. All these things. Yeah, we may not say like that. Prabhupada also was very careful to say.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying, even in our devotee, even in our midst of devotees, also we don't say that. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I never heard any devotee saying that we don't believe in constitution, we believe in Bhagavad Gita. Any in Bhagavatam class, at least in Bhagavatam class. We don't have the guts, we are
Correct, Prabhu.
we are little bit not covered. We are very bit polite, and we are very we want to be very, we want to show that we are elite people, very nice and very, like, very nice. You should not be so ruckus. We don't, like, rowdy kind of a people.
Mm-hmm.
But they are openly criticizing everybody. Go to Chennai Book Fair. There is a whole section where Periyar followers. There are 10, 15 shops writing. There are books on Bhagavad Gita showing five donkeys. Krishna is sitting on five donkeys. There are pictures like that. Books are like that. What we
Yes,
can say?
Prabhu. They go to extreme things, Prabhu. So
Yeah.
one time, what they did was in Tamil Nadu only. They did this Punul Kalyanam for pigs. This
Uh,
Periyar followers.
oh, yeah. There was they used to cut the
Mm.
shikha
Ah,
and the Brahminical thread. That was, see,
Brahminic.
that is why in Tamil Nadu and Kerala, 60, 70, 80 years, these people have ruled, and still now those roots are so strong.
Mm.
They used to go in vans, they used to play dramas, skits against these all Brahmanism, Vedic culture, and all. They did strategic propaganda. And it is so much widespread in the blood of every Tamil person and blood of every Keralite and some parts of Karnataka. It's there in Telugu people, but not so much.
Mm-hmm.
Karnataka, Telangana is more or less like a Islamic or a
Yes.
Nawab, this one. So that's why they are
Mm-hmm.
like that. But in particular, these places, they are like anything. That's why Prabhupada was very happy. The conversation between Kuvur and
Ah,
Hamsadutta Swami. But they removed it from Life Comes to Life. But it was awesome conversation. It's awesome like anything. That everything is
they
there in
removed
that
it, Prabhu.
particular book.
I remember reading it in that book, Prabhu.
But now
Did
it
they
is not
remove
there.
it? Oh,
They remove. You just see Life Comes to Life. It's not there.
I don't have the recent version, Prabhu. The old one, that's a very.
Although everybody has, but as far as I know, we were discussing it's not there. I have not seen the book since many years, but it's not there.
Even this book I'm not seeing, Prabhu. Krishna consciousness and Christianity, that talks between Satiraj Das and one
Yeah, that is not.
Christian.
So many books are not there, but this
That
particular
I'm
book
not
is going
seeing.
on. Life comes from life,
Hmm.
but in the front, in the back, in the there are four.
That was the
So
last
one
chapter.
reason which
Yes.
I guess is why they don't want to put that because they don't want to like Hamsadutta Prabhu. He left with very black mark of ISKCON. He left,
Mm-hmm.
so that's why they don't want to be associated with that. That would be the reason. That would be the main reason they don't want to put it. I suppose. I am thinking so. Because he gave a very bad name to ISKCON, with his guns and bikes and all those things. He did a very glorious service to Prabhupada. The thing is, that is not good.
But that subject matter, that discussion was good, Prabhu. Kovur in Sri Lanka, right? Actually.
Yeah, the Kabul,
Ah.
he is a Sri Lankan. There is a see in every Kerala, this one in every Kerala institution there is a rationalist association. It's called as rationalist
Mm-hmm.
association.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know all these things. We don't know all these things. I'm sorry. It's called as Sri Lankan Rationalist Association. He was the president of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, I want to do, but the problem is that I don't have that systematic intellectuality. But I am like, I am that a person who knows that this is wrong, but I can't uh, go and tell or something. I don't have that intelligence, something like that. But I don't. I am very much, eager to do all these things and ask them. Like, I'm not an
I,
intellectual or anything person. I don't have any IIT, MIT, or any degree or anything like that. I'm not a big man. I don't have a YouTube. I don't have a book or anything like that. But I'm very much, if I die, maybe next year, next lifetime, definitely, Krishna willing, I will do that for proper
I,
service. Okay,
yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhu. I was also wondering because this Vedic culture was there from time immemorial, but how come these Periyars with just 40, 50 years they could change everything? That too in Tamil Nadu, it was land of Alvars and Nayanmars, and how
You
could
leave
they
about
do that?
Alvars, Prabhu, just the Deepam. You take the whole issue of Deepam issue, who's deep?
Deepam
It's a
issue, yes.
mockery of it's a mockery of Vedic culture. At least somebody is doing something, and you see the whole thing.
Mm,
So what to do? In our ISKCON itself is a very great problem. What to speak of outside? Outside is like a big madhouse. Okay, Prabhu. Devotees can't hear. They left. Okay, Hare Krishna. You can continue, please.
yes, Prabhu. Analogies: one moon selling diamonds. Once, when asked, quote, "How many followers do you have?" unquote, Srila Prabhupada replied, "Well, this is a very difficult job naturally. We don't have a large number of followers. As soon as you try to sell a diamond, you cannot expect many customers. Nonetheless, a diamond is a diamond even if there are no customers. The number of customers is not the test. The customer must pay the value of the item. In this society, we propose that you give up illicit sex, meat eating, intoxication, and gambling. When people hear this, they go away saying, quote, "Oh, Swamiji is very conservative," unquote. But I cannot become liberal and tell everybody, quote, "Go ahead and do all nonsense and you can become God conscious," unquote. I cannot possibly recommend that. Therefore, my first condition is that If someone wants to become my student, he has to follow these four regulative principles. Consequently, I do not have many followers, but I do have a select few. Because they are select, they will bring about a revolution in the world. One moon is sufficient to dissipate darkness. If there is one moon, there is no need for millions of stars. It is useless to expect a large number of followers. We want only one good follower. If I can get one man to become Krishna conscious, I will consider my mission fulfilled. If you talk to whatever small number of followers I have, you will find that they talk better than any great philosopher, better than any scientist or politician. That is the quality of my students. Reference 2196, Conversation 2nd September 1972. While vigorously endeavoring to bring as many people as possible to Krishna consciousness, Srila Prabhupada pragmatically accepted that, quote, you cannot expect that the whole world will become Krishna conscious. That is not possible, unquote. 2197, Conversation 29 May 1974. He gave the analogy of selling a rare gem. You are having some doubts whether the mass of people will be able to appreciate Krishna consciousness. Yes, it is a fact that most people cannot approach Krishna consciousness just like a rare gem. Only a few men can purchase a rare emerald or diamond. So, similarly, only a few men may actually be capable of grasping the importance of Krishna consciousness. Reference 2198. Letter 10 May 1973. Even if there are no purchasers of authentic Krishna consciousness, that is no reason to sell anything less. Srila Prabhupada. There is no question of becoming impatient. You have got a diamond. No buyer of diamond, that does not mean you have to throw it away. Tamala
What,
Krishna.
what an analogy,
What
huh?
a, yes, yes. Tamala Krishna. And sell something less. Srila Prabhupada. Yes, diamond is diamond. It must be purchased by the suitable customer. Because there is no customer, shall I throw it away? So, we have a diamond. It is not possible that everyone will purchase it, but there must be diamonds. People must know that, quote, here is a diamond. If I want it, I must pay the proper price, unquote. That way, that I want to establish. Reference 2199, Conversation 22 March 1977. Although not everyone can immediately take to pure devotional service, at least people should be made aware that such a valuable quote unquote commodity exists so that they may aspire to someday be able to quote unquote purchase it. Of course, it is not possible that the whole world will be Krishna conscious, but at least they will know that there is such a thing. I may know at least there is diamond. I may not be able to purchase. That everyone can know. There is a very valuable jewel. Even though he has not seen it, still he will appreciate that there is a very valuable jewel known as a diamond. That much will also help. When he has got money, he can purchase it. Reference 2200, Conversation 6 September 1976. Based on the Chanakya Niti statement, Ekas Chandras Tamo Hanti Na Cha Tarha Sahasrasa. One moon is sufficient to illuminate the whole firmament, but millions of stars cannot even remove the darkness of night. Reference 2201, A Spiritual Study of Greed, Back to Godhead, Article 1.8, 1952. Srila Prabhupada taught that his success would be even one man becoming a pure devotee. He was not concerned to make millions of disciples. If one man can understand what is Krishna philosophy, then my preaching is successful. We don't want many millions of stars with no light. We are not after many millions of disciples. I want to see that one disciple has understood Krishna's philosophy. That is success. Reference 2202, Conversation 12 April 1975. We don't want any numerical strength. We want one sincere person who has learned to love God, Krishna. That's all. I have come to your country with this mission. And if I find that one or two boys or girls sincerely have learned how to love God, Krishna, then my mission is successful. Because if I can turn one soul to this Krishna consciousness, he will do tremendous work because he will be fire. One moon is complete to drive away the darkness of night. Millions of stars are not required. What can these millions of stars do? One moon is sufficient. Reference 2203, Lecture 12 April 1969. Better to have one perfect follower than many nonsensical types. If we can convert one person in Krishna consciousness, that is our success of life. We don't want too many rascal followers. Reference 2204, Letter 23 December 1967. We may not have many followers. We don't care for that. We don't want these nonsense followers, many thousands. What will they do? But if we can turn one man into Krishna consciousness perfectly, he can do tremendous work in the world. Reference 2205, Lecture 23 November 1968. I want to see a few sincere devotees, not many false devotees or pretenders. Reference 2206, Letter 22 December 1972.
Maybe we'll stop here, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
It is already 6:05. It's going to be 6:05. So we will meet tomorrow at 7:15 from here. Okay. One more thing I wanted to tell you that from 20th, I'm leaving to 20th. I'm leaving to Rameshwaram. So we may not be having classes from 20th. I think some devotees are going here. Devotees are going on 20, 21st, 22nd. That is the time when devotees leave for Vyasa Puja, Rameshwaram.
Yes, Prabhu. 21st I'm leaving.
Yeah. So, so we may not be having that one. 21st till 26th, I think, because I am after 26th Vyasa Puja, I am going for 3 days yatra. So in those yatra days also, maybe it is difficult. Maybe after 4th of February, when I reach, if Krishna willing, then I will have. Okay. Not 4th,
Okay, Prabhu.
yeah, 31st, after 31st.
31st. Okay.
31st. 30th, we have the train. So 31st, I'll reach. So after 31st, we may have the classes. We may have the online training.
Prabhuji, can you please post the same in the group so other devotees are also aware?
Yeah, definitely I'll do that. See, I didn't post because I'm telling you tentatively whether I will have the after 31st or not. That's the whole thing. There's a whole thing going on with me, and I don't know whether I will do it on 31st or something. But at least we can post on Vyasa Puja days. It will not. We may not be having the classes at least till that time.
Yes, Prabhuji.
I can post at least that one. From
Sure.
when it will have, I will post it later maybe.
Sure, Prabhuji. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yeah.
Srila Bhakti Prasad Maharaj ki jai. One shot
Yeah.
to
Jai.
Dev Sabaritanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. The modern mission of Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai
Hare Krishna.
Jai. Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.